And we have the YU, Micromax Cyanogen's first phone called Yureka. Okay, so we have in our semi-frozen hands, yeah, it's 2 degrees in New Delhi here in India. So we have the first fruit of Micromax Cyanogen Union in India and of the YU brand that represents it. The first phone called Yureka. It was unveiled on December 18th and will go on sale on January 13 exclusively on Amazon India. Registrations for it closed a couple of days ago amidst claims of being overwhelming. Well, that's interesting. Now, a lot has been said about the Cyanogen Micromax 1+1 saga, so we'll steer clear of that for the time being, but just stress that the YU brand in India is the official torchbearer of Cyanogen, and Yureka is its first phone. And well, it's been released at what we think is a crackerjack offer price, Rs 8,999. For a phone with a 5.5-inch display powered by an octa-core, 64-bit Qualcomm Snapdragon 615 processor, 2 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of internal storage, which is obviously expandable, 4G LTE, dual SIM connectivity, and a 13-megapixel camera at the back, while a 5-megapixel camera on the front for selfies. And yes, the device is powered by Cyanogen Mod 11, which is based on Android KitKat 4.4. It is a phone that YU and Micromax founder Rahul Sharma declared that the launch would be good enough for 2 years. And after that, to buy a new phone, he added, to the laughter from a delighted crowd at the launch event. The device comes in a brown, flat, pizza-style box rather than the shoebox packaging that some brands prefer. In fact, a lot of brands prefer. The review unit we received came in with a charger, a headset, a data cable, and a battery, all packed together neatly. Some people have noticed a similarity in packaging with the Xiaomi, which also uses brown-colored flat boxes, but that's not necessarily a bad thing considering Xiaomi has sold over 1 million devices here in India. So the device itself is an all-plastic and glass affair, no metal accents as in the OnePlus 1. At 155 millimeters in length and 78 millimeters in width, it's slightly longer and wider than the OnePlus 1. At 8.8 millimeters, it's only ever so slightly thinner than the OnePlus 1. At 155 grams, it's also marginally lighter than the OnePlus 1, although the OnePlus 1's defenders will point out to the metal accents that are used on the device. All said and done, the Yureka is a largish device, and you're going to be needing both hands to operate it more often than not. But it feels reassuringly solid and well crafted. No sloppiness here. The feel of the device is not cheap as many had feared. The back is smooth and not glossy and will not pick up any smudges or scratches easily. Okay, so the front is all about the 5.5-inch display Corning Gorilla Glass 3, which has a resolution of 720p. Which some might complain when you consider the full HD display on the OnePlus 1, but then factor in the price, which is less than half of the OnePlus 1, and suddenly it doesn't seem too bad after all. We have seen the Xiaomi Redmi Note carry off a 5.5-inch 720p display very well, and from what we've seen so far, so does the Yureka. Bang below the display is the round soft home button, very similar to the iPhone-style home button, which is rather attractive to watch. The back has a 13-megapixel camera with an LED flash below it, with the YU logo on the upper part. Honestly, we think the YU logo could have been better handled. The logo is obviously designed with the blue color on it, while the rest of the phone is gray in color, so the combination is totally out of sync. There is obviously no combination, no contrast, so the color, it looks very odd to watch, honestly. The sides are relatively sparse with one feature on each. The right has a power button, the top has a 3.5mm audio jack, the left with a volume rocker, and the base with the micro USB and charging port. You can remove the back cover to reveal the battery, the 2 SIM card slots, and micro SD card slot. You can insert one SIM without removing the battery, but you'll have to remove the battery to insert the other SIM. The battery itself is a 2500 mAh affair, which some might feel a bit on the lower side for a device with such a large display, but remember, This device is working a 720p display instead of the full HD display, and hence it has a lot less pixels to push around compared to OnePlus One or any other full HD device. So the battery in theory should be good enough for at least more than a day. On starting the phone, you will be asked to create a Cyanogen account or log into an existing one. The interface is all Cyanogen, but the one addition that jumps out at you is an app called Universe, which is actually a browser for the YU devices made by Opera. It's very similar to Opera for Android at first look, and we'll let you know about any other tweaks that we come across. Another addition that the Indian users might like is the presence of FM radio. For that to work, you'll have to plug in your headsets. To sum it all up, our first impressions of the Yureka are positive. We found none of the sloppiness that a lot of Micromax critics had warned us about. Honestly, as we keep saying, the company deserves a bit more credit. The Yureka is a smart enough phone, well finished and with a good, solid feel to it. No, it's not going to stand out in a crowd, but then it's not supposed to be a looker. And it's supposed to appeal more to the geek crowd, which we think might like its minimalistic, clean design. In fact, it's definitely one of the better looking phones at its price of Rs 8,999. What will really determine the Yureka's fate is how well it performs and runs Cyanogen, on which we will be making our videos in the upcoming days. As of right now, all we can say is YU are on the right track as far as the looks and design go. Thank you very much for watching this video. Do click the thumbs up button down below and subscribe to our channel for more similar content. Thank you very much once again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace.